How's it going, everybody? Blake here with Ramblin' Movie Takes. So, today, the review embargo dropped for The Rise of Skywalker. And the reviews are amazing! They're great! It's Star Wars! The critics are loving it! Yes! The critics are loving it! Everybody that's seeing it thinks Star Wars is back, baby! Star Wars is back! Yes! 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 But that's not the case. That's not the freaking case. Right now, the reviews on Rotten Tomatoes for Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker are sitting at 55%. 55% positive. What in the hell? Like, how did we get here? How did we get here? Like, how did Disney let this happen? Disney. For some reason, whatever reason, you're watching my video of all the videos on YouTube. Why? Like, why have you done this? Why have you let Star Wars get to this point? Like, look, Disney was on the right track with The Force Awakens. They were on the right track. They did a good show, or a good movie. I mean, they made a good movie. And then The Last Jedi comes out, and The Last Jedi is almost unanimously amongst the fans a piece of shit. And I know there's a lot of people that love The Last Jedi, and I wouldn't be surprised if I get some comments like, hey, screw you, guy. The Last Jedi is the best Star Wars movie ever made. You just don't know about Star Wars. You don't know Star Wars. Blah, blah, blah. Motherfucker. Look, let me tell you something. If somebody says that to me, if somebody comes to me and they say, oh, you don't know Star Wars. Oh, you just don't get it. You don't understand the movie. If you want to insult my intelligence, come at me. And I will come right back. Don't think I will pussyfoot, because I won't. I don't care enough, man. I don't care. I'm not going to pander to nobody. I'm not going to cater to nobody. If you don't like what I have to say, whatever. I've dealt with my fair share of Last Jedi lovers. I mean, whatever. Anyways. Where was I going with this? I went off on a tangent and now I'm like lost. Anyway, yeah. So now we're at The Rise of Skywalker. And The Rise of Skywalker, it just looks... according to the reviews, it is a mess. It's a messy movie. Even people that like it are saying that it's a messy movie. I haven't seen anyone say that they love this movie. Nobody. At best, like, people are just saying they enjoyed it or they thought it was all right. Like, nobody is saying that they love this movie. Nobody. Like, what the... That gives me no reassurance. None. None at all. Like, I am extremely nervous about this movie. I am extremely, extremely nervous. And yes, I have read the leaks. I have read the leaks. I know what is in the script. I know what the story is. I know what they're going for. But I still have just a little bit of optimism left in me. Just enough to hope that this movie is decent. Like, that's where I'm at. That is where I'm at. I hope this movie is decent. Hopefully. Because I don't want to bash this movie. I don't want to see it and then bash it. I don't want to, like, just beat it into the ground, you know. I want to enjoy this movie. As a Star Wars fan, as someone who grew up with Star Wars. I mean, I've been watching Star Wars since before I can even remember. Of course I don't want to hate this movie. I don't want to hate it. I want to love it. I want to see the Skywalker saga end with some shred of dignity. As much dignity as possible, considering Rian Johnson screwed everything up with The Last Jedi. Ah! I don't want to scream too loud because I might bust my windows. This movie can only be so good. And I've known that for a while. This movie can only be so good. Because of how much I hated The Last Jedi. It can only be so good. So, at best, all I can hope for is a decent movie. Hopefully it delivers. Hopefully I walk out saying that I love this movie. Because the most reassuring thing that I have read on the internet is that this movie spits in the face of The Last Jedi. I laugh at that, man. Like, he had it coming. I mean, he took J.J. Abrams' story from The Force Awakens. He took J.J. Abrams' story from The Force Awakens, threw it out, and said, no, I'm going to go in this direction. And his direction causes, like, the biggest divide in, like, the history of, like, any major fandom in the world. And, you know, Disney ends up axing him, telling him to go on somewhere, and they bring J.J. Abrams back to right the ship, to fix things. And J.J. Abrams essentially threw everything that... J.J. Abrams took everything that Rian Johnson did with The Last Jedi, apparently, and just threw it out the window. Like, he's like, no, motherfucker, this is my story. This is what I was going for. Your shit didn't work. This is what I'm going for. This is the story that I set out to tell with The Force Awakens, and I'm going to finish my vision. And to hell with your vision. Now, with that being said, there's only so much he can do. There's only so much he can do. Spoiler alert, if you have not seen The Last Jedi, but Luke is already dead. Luke is dead. The biggest character in Star Wars. He is dead. He's going to be a fucking Force ghost in this movie. I mean, we all know that. You don't have to read leaks to know that's going to be the case. He's going to be a damn Force ghost in this movie. That's what he's been relegated to. Is he's the new Obi-Wan Kenobi. Fucking hell. That's Luke Skywalker now. A Force ghost. That's one thing that JJ cannot do anything about. That is what it is. We just have to deal with the fact that Luke is a Force ghost. And that's as good as it's going to get. How did we get here? How did we get here? Anyways, guys, I don't want to rant and ramble anymore. I'm just going to see the movie tomorrow. Hope for the best. Hope that it's good. And I'll give you my thoughts after I see it. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. Hit the notification button, because I would love to see you next time. Y'all have a good one.